Hello, everyone, and thank you for reviewing my application for the SSI Fellowship for the 2026 cohort. I'm planning to bring open source community management to the Direct framework. My name is Adrian D'Alessandro. I'm a senior research software engineer in the central RSE team at Imperial College London. My undergraduate was in physics and maths, and I followed that up with a master's in climate science. These were both at the University of Melbourne. That master's was where I really cut my teeth on using software for research, where I did a 2-year research project. I've been working as an RSE since 2018, where I started with the CSIRO in Australia. Following that, I went to Imperial College and moved to London and started my role there. For the last few years, I've been the HPC and RSE Experience Program Manager. As an RSE, I develop software for many different research groups. I also teach Git, GitHub, and software engineering best practices in carpentry-style courses that we've developed internally. The experience program that I run is a 6-month opportunity for people at like the master's or PhD level to get a taste of working as an RTP. As far as community goes, I've presented posters and talks at various events about the experience program, as well as a couple other small topics. Since RSECon 24, I've been contributing to the Direct framework. Sort of built the web app from the ground up because it was clear that they didn't have that started yet at that point. And I've also engaged with some international people in Australia, the IRDC and the community over there about comparing and how to use this framework. And I led the CW25 Hack Day work for the framework, as well as presenting a workshop at RSECon 25. Now, on to my plans. I've mentioned it a few times, but what actually is Direct? It's a framework of skills and competencies for digital research professionals to aid with personal development. Central to this is the web app, which is a way for people to be able to do a self-assessment of their skills and get a visualization of it. It was conceptualized in Collaborations Workshop in 2023 at the Hack Day, and since then it's been an RSE community-driven endeavor. There's a current SSI fellow, Phil Reed, who's been working on bringing the GLAM communities into contributing to Direct, so that's areas that are not greatly represented in the RSE community. My intention is to follow on from this in a slightly different direction, focusing more on the technical side and bringing some community engagement to the technical side of the web app and the framework. Phil recognized that this was a underrepresented part of what's been done on the community engagement side of Direct for the last couple of years. There are 2 significant components to Direct. There's the web app and the framework itself, and there's a couple of other tools as well that helpful for connecting the two. My focus is predominantly on the web app, and my fellowship will be focused on that as well. There are also many different contributors from many different institutions, but most of the work is done by a small core of people, and it hasn't really developed into a proper open source project. Given that, my primary goal is to build an open source community around Direct and the Direct web app by applying some open source community management. The idea is that increasing the number of contributors will lead to better outcomes overall. So how will I achieve this? The first step is to upskill myself in community management. It's an area I don't have a lot of experience with yet. I know that there are some resources at Open Life Science and the Turing Way that I can use, as well as taking advantage of other fellows who might have more experience in this area. I will then use the new knowledge that I've got to determine the gaps that Direct has and start to form a plan of how to fill those gaps. And to fill those gaps, I will go through organizing contentathons and hackathons. This will form the major part of the budget. The contentathons will be for developing community guidelines, documentation, etc. And the hackathons are more for getting more contributors and onboarding people to contributing to the actual web app, the technical side of things. These can be standalone events or at conferences or at specific hack events like Biohackathon. It's worth noting the hackathons aren't the goal. They serve to enable the community building, which is going to hopefully improve the DRTP community as a whole. And there's a final stretch goal for 2027, which is to generalize the web app. This is more of a technical goal, so that it's usable by other frameworks, which hopefully will open it up to other communities as well. Thank you for your consideration. I hope you're as enthusiastic about this as I am.